What up, peeps? It's your girl, Dutch, come back to Real Takes. Well, it's a time for you guys. It's reaction time, and this is, of course, to The Boys Season 3, Episode 3, Barbary Coast. Definitely intrigued because just that title, but after what we saw on Episode 2, still trying to wrap my mind around knowing that Stan is aware or has known Nadia, aka Victoria, all this time, really since her teens, and the fact that she's kind of, portrayed into the FBSA, just gradually with not knowing anything about their abilities or people not knowing until now with Huey. Hence what happened to a longtime young friend named Tony. Yeah, that just a whole bunch there, but I'm liking it because of the simple fact that it adds a little extra layer onto it and it kind of keeps the story going in regards to how you know, some of the soups are portrayed being how some of them definitely out and open or definitely being dealt with, and the other ones who are definitely behind the fold that you're not aware of until things start to happen. Also, still trying to get my mind around what happened to Storefront. Not too much. Hey, I was surprised she was even on here to see some people like she didn't die. I was like, I thought they would just say she did die eventually, whatever, and all that, and she'd be gone. But you can see how her relationship with Lander deteriorated. He wasn't, really paying much. He was all consumed with himself per usual. And you could see she realized there was no hope there and she was just, hopeless cause. Hence when you saw her, being emotional and the tear that drove down her eye. Now, also with Butcher using V24 and going to find gunpowder and doing what he did, getting a little bit of information, seeing a reveal of CIA being involved, and they know more, meaning that, hence, from the trailer, we know that Soldier Boy is not dead. So hopefully he'll find out that one, hopefully in this episode. And then also the other part that I'm really looking forward to is just cutting back the layers on Mother's Milk in regards to his past with Soldier Boy. Learning a little bit more now and seeing how he's going to have to deal with this because it's starting to affect him, his life, definitely with his life with his child, talking about the ticks, taking the medication. So yeah, see, episode 2 was really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's in this one. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll say the rest of my thoughts on you guys.
So you go out there and just keep smiling, okay, baby?
The only person seems happy about this is mommy, not daughter.
You look beautiful. You're not afraid to be yourself.
They want me to be myself?
Now, you did slip 7 points with urban area adults, 18 to 34. But it's not bad. It's good. Because ultimately, everybody loves you and Starlight as a team. Together, you have a Q rating of 98%. No one's ever been that high. Not Soldier Boy. Not anyone.
The prodigal son returns.
What the fuck? Hey, man. Wait. Are you back?
We'll see.
Don't get me wrong, I'm happy, but are you sure?
The fuck happened here, kid? You jacking off with razors again?
You should see the other guy. Other guy's my penis.
Clean break, no permanent damage.
Yeah? 1, 2...
What the shit?
I went back to work for little Nina. Jerry, some of us can't get cushy jobs at the CIA. I was moving weight for her, and these fucking assholes boosted it.
Can you find them?
They wore masks. I don't know who they were.
I'm sure you didn't mean it. Yeah. Me too.
Not wearing the mask. Your choice. Though once you're farmed out to Minneapolis, St. Paul, you'll want the mask. Simply for warmth.
Señorita Mallory.
Oh,
Hold that thought.
What the hell is going on with him?
What makes you think that I want a daily reminder of the guy who fucking mouth raped me?
exactly.
I need a word.
Well, then I would have to say that you have absolutely no fucking leverage because I am the Homelander. And I really can do whatever the fuck I want.
Butcher, are you okay?
Yeah, mate. All good. Just give us a minute, yeah?
Do you need any help?
Don't come in.
So, for God knows how long,
I have to pace on a smile
with Homelander growing more unstable.
by the hour, hoping that he doesn't kill me or worse.
Just say yes.
If that's what it takes, then yeah.
At approximately 7:15 p.m., I spotted a black male following the victim southbound on Marin Boulevard. I intercepted him, at which point the suspect became aggressive.
Brother lived a few houses up the street. 3 kids. He was just walking home from work. Blue Hawk curb stomped him so hard it cracked the pavement.
It's not just your stomach, though. Your heart's racing, I can hear it. And your blood smells funny, too.
Don't you worry, son. Nothing a good night's kid won't sort.
Oh my goodness. What happened to him? Oh my God. Oh man. Damn. Jesus.
It's impossible.
No, we saw it! We saw it! They took his body!
Marvin, here, give us the ring.
Really? That's so disrespectful. Wow.
This was never about Ryan or Becca. It was always selfish. Always and only for you. For the hate inside that you want to let loose on the world. I thought maybe you changed. But I was wrong. You are your father.
Ooh.
Always have been.
Damn.
Let go.
No! You said you'd always watch out for me! You promised!
Ryan, let go.
I won't let you!
Well, maybe I don't want to look at you. After what you've done to my Becca, did you ever think about that?
Oh, wow.
So unless you want the full weight of the government up your ass, I'm leaving.
We both have had bigger things than the government up our asses.
Just think about my offer.
Dr. Martin Luther King. Well, my relationship with King has deepened of late. He was villainized, persecuted, spoke truth to power, just like me. It's crazy. But we've both been to the mountaintop.
Oh my God.
Seen the promised land.
That's really? That's your wife, bro.
Hey, Deeb.
What?
Eat fucking Timothy. Wasn't that delicious?
Was that Russian slag one with you?
It's a long story.
Hey, about. This is a fucking gold mine, Frenchie. Set up a meeting with you, me, and little Nina.
No. This is a very bad idea.
No, Frenchie, it's a very fucking good idea.
If there's anything that I've learned,
Damn.
What the fuck?
All right, you guys, this episode, I'm just like, yeah, okay, Homelander, Homelight. I'm just like getting right to the meat right at the moment of this episode. Because you see, previous to that, even though Queen Maid, pretty much backed him into a corner and told him to stay far away from Starlight, stay far away from her girlfriend, and of course Ryan, it's only so much longer that was going to hold him, at bay. Once he said what he said in that speech on episode 2 about, you're not the hero, I'm the hero. And basically Stan having just to sit there and take it, whatever, because in the position of him, being so powerful, there was something you really can do. And him, of course, with Ashley coming inside saying your numbers have gone up, all of a sudden made his head even goddamn bigger than it already is. Now he's like, oh, I'm literally untouchable. So that means if you try to use that against me, I'll go ahead and kill some people and all that. I have nothing to lose. And he's right. He has nothing to lose. It's not like they could do anything to him. Now, hence, we think, for what they're trying to gather from seeing the trailer and seeing how this, the shows are going, that Soldier Boy might be the only one who can take him down. But as I stated before, like a comment that was made from Grace Mallory, okay, you're dealing with one, you take down, then another, whatever. Now, what makes you think, first of all, Soldier Boy wants to even do that? He probably didn't give a damn about Homelander. But then secondly, if he does do that, then you have to worry about him. He's a higher threat, because not to say we haven't seen him enough to know, if he's anything similar to Homelander in regards to, arrogance, privilege, whatever, how he feels about anything so far. He's like a little Casanova, flirting, whatever, and all that, and wanting to beat up, people and use, weapons. So with the way he pretty much stood up to Annie and said what he said, and she had to put on the most brave face, but her call to Huey just let it be known he's off. I'm surprised we didn't see Queen Maeve there, but I'm like, I hope she talks to her too, because I want to know where she fits in this, because she was the catalyst that started that when she did that, and that leverage truly ain't gonna work, so she should be worried. He even threatened her hometown and everything else. It is what it is. Once he finds a lick and he's feeling a little bit more confident, he's gonna try to find a will and way to get to Ryan now too as well. So with that said, now with Butcher, dealing with after effects of taking the B-24. You see it happening, it comes up at certain moments, definitely mess with them. You can see Ryan kind of felt a certain way about it. He could hear his heartbeat. He's like, his blood is funny. Just certain things, I have those particular keen senses of knowing something's not right, and just trying to bond with Butcher. But you can see Butcher clearly was holding back. Even though he took Ryan and walked away from Homelander, that, part of that episode in season 2 finale, he still feels resentful to him for taking Becca. And he finally just let it rip. He couldn't hold it, and it's sad that really strained that relationship. And right now he doesn't want to be bothered when he ripped the necklace. He just, Now getting to Grace Mallory being confronted, because of course he found out some information from, Gunpowder saying CIA was involved, and who was the person who was their point of contact, it being her, and her having to finally explain herself about, Guatemala. I'm just like truly not here for her because she might not know exactly what he took, but she knows a little bit of something, and clearly she can find some things. She probably has enough ties and loose ends so she can ask some people around and find out some information. So I wasn't here for her, and I really wasn't here for her when she explained when they were using that cocaine and when they were spreading it. Hence, what happened, as you see from what Mother's Milk said about what happened in the early '80s, taking it to certain areas, predominantly urban areas, and and getting people, you know. I was just like, yeah, At least they put that in there because, okay, there's some facts behind that. And of course, in real life, not just through the TV. Secondly, I was not here for her. It's like, give us the room, Marvin, give us with the disrespect right there. I was not feeling that part, whatever. And Butcher just looking like, all about me and what I want in this moment of knowing what happened to him and his family. I'm just like, really? I'm not here for either one of you both right now. It is what it is. Moving the story along. But I will say with the seeing a little bit of her backstory and seeing how we came to see these other soups, and of course getting into a little bit more of an introduction to Soldier Boy, and then seeing I want to say, what is his name, Black Noir. That whole situation right there is very interesting because we really don't get to see too much discussed about him, just him in the background, in the shadows of sorts. So seeing how he felt like they don't know who he is, I have this mask on. Then when the stuff started happening between them and the combat of the other people wanting to get to them and the shootouts, whatever, and all this little minor, type of little war ensued where people were just getting killed left and right. Of course, Crimson, she killing just other, her people. And I'm like, woman, who are you? Oh my gosh, she's just messy. But that part when Grace came up and saw him and he was getting his mask, even Stan told him, he said, wear the mask, whatever. You never know. You'll be in a situation where you're going to need that mask. And in this moment, now we see why they cover his face up. He wears it, however, it's insulated or whatever. But she was just like, I'm not giving to, because she heard the whole story when she was eavesdropping. So that was very interesting in that instance and how them bringing that in there. I wonder if we'll see a little bit more glimpse from him, if they'll take it off and we get to see him, whichever. Just to imagine of how that's going to turn out. Now with A-Train, I just don't know how to take him. He's just enjoying the ride he's getting right now. He's not going to be able to run. We see what happened when he goes to visit the doctor, saying if he pushes him too hard with it all, his heart could give out, whatever, he could die. At least he's not taking any more V, so we know we don't have to worry about that. So his brother's just like, you need to just come back home, do something, be, in the community, because he wanted to, be about his blackness, wearing his new, uniform and doing that. But it's clearly not enough. Now, granted, they did show a little part where you're looking at a news clipping or a video of some woman who was hurt, and they, this one soup, I don't even care about the damn name, statement of talking about, this guy, he was this got, happened to him, pulverize him a little bit, whatever. And it's like, you need to know what's going on in your community. Start doing certain little things like that. Like you said, you have a little bit of part, you're a part of the 7, utilize that, do a little bit, better. But like, Brother Man said, Seth on the other episode, you don't care about that. You never care about your people enough to take the time to do certain things. You're all about yourself. Definitely was all about himself in season 1 for sure. So that's really interesting to me to see. We saw a little bit of some clippings of him doing certain things within the trailer. So we'll see if he decides to take his brother up on that and actually do something more in the community and be a little bit more visible, so they can know they can depend on him. That will be great. So I'm curious to see how that's going to unfold. Now with the Deep, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm here for what Annie says, like, whatever, you want a second chance, forgive him. Like, okay, you got married with a botched fake, marriage to some little, twat. So he's trying to figure out, he wants to be back in. So now he's back in, and we already know why Homelander brought him over. Definitely a little, nudge at Starlight just to get back at her a little bit. And that's kind of pretty much what it was. But I'm kind of glad that she has somebody on her corner in there as well, which is Supersonic, a dear friend, ex from her past, whatever, because she can't be close to Huey right now. Clearly, because now they both have to do what they need to do for the greater good. They're trying to find Soldier Boy to deal with Homelander. Hopefully he could be the only one. Now, granted, I know some people are probably thinking in my comment, don't see Homelander going nowhere anytime soon, if anything. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all truly unfolds with that. But I'm going to tell you like this. Watching the scene at the table and him talking about someone on the camera, I'm like, oh my God, like, please. Again, the arrogance, just the arrogance of him saying that, like, no, you're both not the same. You have not had no plight of no nothing. But of course he would think that. So, But I will say that part where he had to eat the octopus, I felt bad for him, and his wife was no help. She's just trying to enjoy the ride. She's with him on his coattails to enjoy this. She give a damn about him. Truly, I seriously doubt that. Whatever. That thing was a whole setup from jump anyway with that marriage. So we'll see how long this lasts with that marriage. Now he's back in the 7. He might eventually realize, I need to be single again. We'll see how long he chooses to keep her around. But besides that, yeah, that was a very interesting scene with that. But yes, this, overall episode, and also the part with Frenchie having to deal with his past, sending, the girl, away with her passport to get her out of harm's way. And I'm glad he was able to do that and kind of play it off. But it looks like they're trying to will him back in. But I like how Butch is like, we're going to use this to our advantage, and see if we can, get some pull. Talking about we're going to Russia. And I'm like, okay. They still didn't verify exactly where they took him or where, from what Grace said in regards to them airlifting him and taking him somewhere away. So he probably is somewhere. And I'm thinking from the scene that we see, probably is somewhere in Russia. Probably somewhere deep down, locked up, some behind some steel plate, because they know he's, has certain particular powers. We still haven't seen his full powers, his full potential. So I'm really looking forward to seeing. We might get a little glimpse of him in the next episode. And I hope that is true. I'm ready to see Jensen Ackles in, full mode as Soldier Boy. So with that said, you guys, this was a really good episode. So with that said, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you think. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next reaction. You guys take care.